Hey, what's up? So today we got Tay 600 in the building, or I should say, excuse me, Tay Capone, man. What's going on, bruh?
What's going on, man? First time on the platform, man. Happy to be here. I hear your voice so much, it's kind of crazy being on your channel. That you got a real distinct voice like Vlad.
I hear that all the time, man. I get that a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, one thing we both know for sure is you have made a huge presence out here as far as Chicago drill culture and Chicago drill rap is concerned. You know what I mean? Like, you are like one of the top names. And every time I drop a video, somebody's like in the comments, like, you have to interview Tay Capone, Tay Capone, Tay Capone. So you've got a huge following out here and you've done a lot of groundwork. So, man, I got to applaud you for that. You know what I mean?
I really appreciate that. You know, people wait till you dead or gone to try to give you your flowers, you know, so I appreciate when people, you know, say stuff like that, bro. I really do.
It's crazy because you can tell who's really got it by how viral just a post of theirs or something that they post on social media.
Yeah.
Because even today, No Jumper, we're going to talk about this in a little bit. No Jumper and all the other big platforms, they posted something that you put out there that was really deep. But first off, I want to talk about what you got going on lately with the music. Like, what's new with you in music?
Man, bro, I just really working on my craft right now and just trying to perfect it and get it going to the point where I put out some music a couple years ago and I held that music way back when it was a song in a video. I held it to such a high regard that I didn't want to put out nothing mediocre or just decent after it. So I've just been working hard behind the scenes, perfecting my craft, working on treatment for videos, just trying to put my best foot forward with everything, you know, like trying to put my best foot forward. You know, I'm branching off into the YouTube content wave, started Twitch, working on that, you know, just trying to put my best foot forward, investing into my platform like what you do, you know, like just working and branching out on different things. You know I'm young, but I'm kind of old young now. I'm like 27 years old. I'm on the back of my 20s. You know, it's things that I just can't, you know, I gotta figure out. And I got kids, man. So I just been working a lot behind the scenes. So with as far as my music, I'm working and I'm finna put my best foot forward. So whatever I drop next, y'all best believe I feel like this is some of the best I ever made.
Now, you made a really good point there where you said, you're young, man. You're still super young, man. At 27, you're a man, you're a grown man, but you're still, you know, in your 20s. So people relatively consider you young. But we've heard your name so long and you've been in the scene so long that it feels like you should be a lot older, because I was watching Mimo's recent interview and I was also watching that 600 documentary that Trap Lil Ross put out. And they're basically, you know, you were in every aspect of that. And and even Mimo talked about how he used to come and pick you guys up. He was like so much older than you guys. Do you feel yourself moving a little bit away from the drill rap or rapping? Or do you feel yourself, you know, just picking your moves more strategically and then going to do something later on?
No, bro, I really like, I never give up on music because I'm grateful for what music done for me and my family. You know, like, I always tell people, like, I feel like I made it, you know, because of music. Like, I feel like if you compare me to a Grammy-winning artist or something like that, you know, they probably be like, I ain't do enough. But as far as, like, my situations and circumstances, bro, I feel like I made it. I carried my homie casket, L.A. Capone, at 16 years old. He ain't make it to where I made it. As talented as bro was, he was short-lived, and I made it further than that. I had to carry his casket. So music has provided me with a chance to not have to work and not have to be, you know, worried about how much minimum wage paying and when it's gonna go up, or how I can't get this job because I'm a felon, or my music and my likeness has created a lane for me where I could never turn my back on music, because just off the fact that what it's done for me, you know, like, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now if I ain't rap. As much as other content I did and interviews and other things that probably intrigue people, like, if I didn't put that music out, I'm not right here right now. So I never branch away from music. I feel like I'm gonna make music to the day I die. But, you know, I do understand, like, the older you get, you know, like, I'm just an adult, bro. Like, I hate to be on some, but I'm an adult, so I got kids and shit. I be seeing like, bro, I'm a two-time felon, for like, if I wasn't me, I don't even know how I eat in this world. Like, if you don't got multiple avenues to get bread, you're not gonna survive, bro. Like, they don't even, your job don't even pay enough for you to pay your bill. They done there forcing to do illegal shit right now to get extra money. Your regular job can't even keep your day-to-day expenses up no more, folks. You definitely gotta have a side hustle or work 2 jobs. So now I'm just like, I'm just putting my hand in so many other things, trying other shit so I can make sure that I'm not dependent on music checks or, my rise or fall on the music side, because, you can be that nigga one day in music and you can be not that nigga one day. And I'm thankful enough that I've been able to maintain a certain level of, relevance, even with my music, because I don't drop as much, but every time I drop, they always show up. My fans, my numbers, they always show up. So I'm grateful for that. So I'm gonna rap forever. But I'm just really just as an adult, as a father, just seeing that I gotta do other shit too.
Nah, I get it. So man, listen, actually, because you kind of you put your toe in the water of that post a little bit that you had dropped that's going viral right now, that a lot of people are talking about and respect a lot, man. So recently you went on social media and you said this. You said, the older I get, the more I hate that I went to prison. No matter how much money I got, those felonies make nobody want to rent to me. I got to put super high down payments on cars because my credit isn't A1 yet, and I'm a felon. I can't even have an Airbnb or a Turo account either. Now, that was the first part, and a lot of people are like, man, he's really keeping it real about his experience coming back from prison, because everybody has kind of seen that struggle, but they don't know that struggle unless somebody puts it in their face. And like you said, regular people with regular jobs are out here struggling right now. It's like, it's ugly. You know what I mean?
Bro.
So to be a felon, do you think that makes it so much harder?
Yeah, and I'm glad you asked me about that post, because, I seen it was a couple guys or like people that, because I hate to sound like I'm speaking for everybody, because it is fellas that, get out and own businesses and they slip through the cracks however they did, but for the majority of the guys who out there and the fellas, bro, society is just not built for us to succeed. Like, bro, like I said, I can't even have an Airbnb or a Turo account. Like they literally won't, like, as soon as I put my information in, I'm getting denied. I get the email saying that they did background research. I don't even know why a background search is needed for an Airbnb or a Turo account. Like, bro, I'm telling you, they gonna go off your background. Like, they talking about things popping up that they feel like I don't have no driving, nothing on my background, bro. I have a clean license, never had it, never had it revoked or no shit like that, bro. Like, paid all my tickets. They talking about like, oh, we see things, red flags. Like, what red flags? Like, it's all going behind like my past, bro. Like, it's a bunch of just bullshit, like getting cars, like. And when I spoke on like being directly, it's so crazy, bro. When I was growing up, I used to think money was everything, bro. The older I get, I see that like credit is really the big dog. Like, if you don't have credit, you really can't get nothing for cheap, or really the price you're supposed to. You gotta pay top dollar. Like, I gotta pay, bro. I went and literally put down 10,000 on a 2016 Nissan to pull off the lot with it.
So you basically had to almost pay it off.
Yeah, like, bro, this car, like, me put 10,000 on this car right now is crazy. Like, this is at the time, I don't know, it's probably like some years ago, but at the time that car, because I crashed it, but that car was 10,000. People were putting 2,500 or 4K and walking off the lot with that. I'm out putting down $10. And my note was still decent. Like, it wasn't, no, I wasn't paying 150. I'm paying like 400-500 of like, so it's like, I'm like, man, bro. But if I'm a felon and they won't, say for instance, bro, if I want to move with a crib, The crib, if I move in and I can get it in my name, I can build my credit by paying my bills, being on time, showing credit, showing my payment history, you know, like doing what I need to do with my bills. But if nobody will give me bills because of my background, then I'm stuck. Now I got to get to look at it. And I like that post because it ignited a lot of people to come and DM me, you know, like about how to get my credit rolling in other ways and getting little credit cards from credit union and, you know, just paying them on time, getting gas, paying them right back. People been teaching me methods since I said that about that post. You feel me? So I appreciate that. But me talking like without the knowledge that I've received in the last 24 hours, it's tough being a felon and trying to be in society, bro. I don't think they want felons to really have nowhere to stay outside of their mama's basement or drive nowhere. They want us to walk and take the CTA. They don't even want us to do nothing, bro. My sister a felon, bro. Like, it's tough for her to do a lot of stuff, bro. Like, we got violent cases and all that. They don't want us to win out of it.
All right, so there's obviously some sort of system behind the scenes where they track those things, man. And I didn't even know that existed. But that's crazy, man. Things that are that simple get that much more complicated just because of, you know, a prior mistake or whatnot, man. That's wild.
Yeah.
Now you continued in your post, and you also said this. You put out a message to the youth, basically. You said, my message to the youth, please stay free and out the way. The world is designed for felons to live in a cardboard box under the freeway and walk everywhere they got to go and never be able to get a good paying job. If I wasn't me, I don't know how I would even eat in this world. Now, you further footstep the fact that, like, a lot of the things that you just touched on, that, it's hurdles that you got to get over and obstacles. Now, for somebody, a young cat who's just getting in the streets or whatever, but he's clean. He hasn't been arrested at all or anything like that. What would your overarching message, like the real, I'm going to set you up for success, young man, message be?
Just, bro, your background, bro, is all you really have. Like, no matter how much you do, and I know this is possible because I know a lot of street niggas. I know it's hard as hell. So I would blame the people who go to jail or get caught up. But I'm just saying, like, when you grow up and you a shorty, it's easy to, like, play with your freedom a little bit because you know it's going to be a slap on the wrist. You go to the Audi home, it's really nothing. You know, like, but my message to the youth is really value your freedom, bro. Like, because it's going to hinder you later way more than you could ever know. Like, it's going to be things that you can't control because of your background. Like, value your clean name. Don't be so quick to put yourself at risk or to throw rocks at the penitentiary because that shit gonna hinder you in so many ways later on in life. And it's coming from personal experience, bro. Like, I be having situations where I know I can afford this crib and they don't give it to me, but they'll give it to the girl with the 3 kids and no money. She just got good credit. And then at 4-5 months, she 2-3 months behind on the rent. Like, yeah, you should have just gave it to the 2-time fella. But when they look at us and they look at them, it's almost like an easy choice. We gonna get pushed to the bottom every time. And don't get me wrong, people slip through the cracks. This fella's doing well off right now. But them same fellas will tell you, before they made their way, I bet they got a story to tell about how hard it was at first to get to where they was, to where they is now. So don't be so quick to do shit and throw rocks at the penitentiary because I know them little ass juvenile bits and it make you seem like nothing. But once you become an adult and you start going to jail for pipes or you get to going to jail for this and that, when it's time for you to really think about real life, you ain't gonna be set up for real life. You're gonna be around here living in your mama basement because nobody gonna rent you nothing. You ain't gonna have no payment history or no on-time payment history, so ain't nobody gonna want to do none of rent you nothing. No cars, no cribs. You won't even have a bill in your name. Like, it won't be nothing, bro. And you're gonna be stuck. They want us to be stuck. They don't want us to be in these cribs. They don't want street niggas to get in these fancy places, bro. They want us to be stuck somewhere in a project, somewhere in our environment, so we can keep going back to jail and end up with 1,000 years. And that's where we gonna live. So I'm message to the youth, for like, do what you want, fool. But just be careful and value your freedom, because once you get that X on your back, that's a target they gonna try to use against you for the rest of your life.
All right, Tay Capone, man. So, man, this is an interesting time. You know, we've already talked about a little bit of the things that you've gone through, you know, a little bit of the trials and tribulations recently, and some message for the youth out there, which was, I much salute, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But right now, Chicago is in a tough place because, man, it's been going up in Chicago. Let's be honest. And for some reason, things are ramping right back up in a situation they had just gotten out of. Because I don't know if you remember last year or a couple months back, there was a celebration because there had been so many weekends in a row without any type of shootings or anything. But just recently, the Chicago Sun-Times posted this story, and this is the headline: 10 killed, 34 wounded across Chicago last weekend. Third straight weekend with 30 plus shootings. So in the last 3 weekends, there's been 30 plus shootings. And there's been people who have been closely related to the Chicago drill rap scene who have gotten shot, man. What now, just on the broad base, before we get into each of these specifically, what do you think is going on, man? What's up, man? What's going on with Chicago?
So you know what's so crazy, right? So I was watching the news like a month, like not probably like 2 weeks ago, and they said that Chicago went 12 straight months of record-breaking heat. Like every month, this for the last 12 months been a little bit hotter than it's supposed to be. And like that got good and bad effects. Like, you feel me? Now I feel like it's the summer, bro. It's already been 88 degrees every other day. Like, so many people outside, you know, like so many people already drinking. Like the summer, I don't know if it officially broke or not, but like it's been summering for about a month. But now, like, it's been feeling like June since like the end of April, bro. Like, and people been snapping, like, you know, and like the rack, bro. You know, I come from the era where they started calling it Chirac. Like, I remember 2012, the year we killed more people than that died in Iraq. I was out there that year, and like I remember how that felt, like that the type of, you know, aura that came with that, bro, and what was going on that was able to create that name. Like, it feel like that again. Like, I was just the other day, like, you know, Squid 8 is like one of the prominent Chicago pages, you know, and shout out to Squid 8, by the way. I was just looking like, bro, all this week, like, bro, I'm talking about every day. Every day. It was like 6 bodies in like 80 hours, bro. Like, and I'm just like, damn, it's another page, legal help firm, another prominent, it's a Chicago page that just posts people who die or get arrested. And they posting people like every 9 or 10 hours. Like, I'm like, damn, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm used to it, bro. But it's like when you get to seeing it, like you could see the ramp up. Like, I'm used to the rack, bloodshed out all day, every day. But you could definitely feel it ramping up. Like, you can definitely see what the summer finna look like already. Like, and we just getting started out here. It's terrible, man. And I'm here right now. Like, it's.
And I ain't gonna lie, the last 2 weekends have been kind of crazy, bro. Like, it was like on social media, it was like you said, man, every other couple of hours, like somebody was passing away and stuff. And I was like, okay, well, what, did something happen and we don't know about it? Like the general public don't know. Like, I get it, man, but like it's a lot going on, and these are all individual people with their own individual beefs and things. But man, it's like the range, the age range, like some of these people in their 40s, 30s, you know, just still shooting it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you on the ground floor, you feel like, man, it just feels like 2012 over again. Like, it's just ramping up crazy.
I do, bro, because I just feel like, you know, like one thing, like sometimes in Iraq, and I hate to say it like this, but you know, sometimes in Iraq you have guys that like a bunch of spree of killings, and for the most part, you know, it'd be people who died And don't get me wrong, people, you know, are held to certain standards out there in this world, just the truth. So, you know, some years a lot of people died. A lot of people loved them people, but they wasn't faces, or they was just like second or third string guys. Then you have some of those summers where like guys who held up here in their hoods, when they parts of their city or town, or in they parts of the city, they getting killed. And that is what make these wars ramp up, because when the guys, the big dogs, when they start getting hurt or getting killed, the retaliations is way worse for you picking off a homie that was considered the goofy of the group. You know what I'm saying? Versus you picking off the nigga who all the guys looked up to or gonna die about. That's what's happening right now. And right now, it's the wrong time to be active. Sometimes, bro, we had that in Iraq in the wintertime. Like, we have, like, if you do your research, a lot of Chicago bloodbaths happen in the cold. Because the police can't get niggas. They can't chase a nigga when it's snow and it's -8 and they don't want to get out cars. They don't even want to pull people over in traffic for a traffic stop. When it's -8 degrees, niggas just run around shooting niggas all winter. Some winters, folks. But some summers, it get like there's a need summers. Like we could feel like that heat finna start making people come outside, man. Because the police don't want to do a lot of work and too much heat either. They don't feel like chasing people, hopping gates, and doing all that. They got on blue jeans and sheriff vests and all that, and they chasing niggas in 99-degree weather. We at an advantage when it get too hot or too cold. So it's like you get these, when it's gonna be 98 every day or 90 something every day. Motherfuckers don't even want to bring nobody into the station. It's hot as hell in the police station. Like, these motherfuckers, like,
I can imagine.
We at an advantage right now. Niggas feeling this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it get to get like that, bro. And like I said, I'm still here, so I can feel it, bro. Like, I can feel it. Like, I'm not this moved OT. I'm just like reading the tea leaves from the internet, or my people's like, bro, I'm seeing it. Like, these calls coming through my phone. What the hell is it? Like, damn, what? How? Like, it's wicked, folk. Like, it's wicked right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's one of the craziest times I've seen in the rap.
Yeah, it's definitely more crazy, on that point, man. More on that point. There is a problem. Actually, let's get into it, man. So there's a up-and-coming drill rapper who was one of the casualties of the last few weeks, man. And actually, it was last week. Rapper by the name of Bloodhound Lil Jeff. Now, Bloodhound Lil Jeff was openly on social media, you know, tying his ops and all that. But he had a lot of promise in his future. He did a big DJU interview. But he ended up getting shot, and it was on video and on camera, and it's gone viral, man. Are you familiar with the Bloodhound Lil Jeff situation? And did you see what happened?
Yeah, for sure.
So in this situation, and I don't know your relationship to Bloodhound, Drill City, or whatnot, but like, is there like, when it comes to like 600 or whatever, how do you view them?
Them the guys, folks. Like Bloodhound, them the guys. I ain't gonna speak for my whole hood, but I know a lot of them. You feel me? Like we brush shoulders on a lot of things, you know. Like we acquainted, to say the least.
Now, did you know Bloodhound Lil Jeff?
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy. Now, with this situation, like as much as you could get into detail, like, is this an ongoing beef, or what's going on? Like, for the fans out there, what do you think this led to, this situation where he lost his life tragically?
I don't know, bro. You know, like, niggas, it's just street shit. That's regular shit. You know, like, that wasn't no, like, I don't think it was nothing sparking nothing. That's regular shit. You know, some niggas ain't faking, bro. Like, they sit in front of these cameras, they giving niggas the real them. Like, some niggas, that's how they coming. Like, you feel me? Like, that's just so fucking, like, certain niggas out there doing what they tell you they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that probably wasn't nothing, but him being him, on for them, that probably wasn't the argument before that or nothing. Some niggas sliders, you know what I'm saying? Some niggas do what they do, and they mean that on for them. So That's how I think it was. It probably one special than another day of you doing what you usually do out here. You know what I'm saying? Another day of you trying to do what you've been doing. And it just went a different way, bro. That's all I see. I don't really even see it because, like I said, like it wasn't no random motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some regular street shit on niggas that's beefing, folks.
Yeah, and it's crazy because the video went viral so quick. Did you see that video?
Hell yeah! The next day, I'm down with the.
I was even amazed because it's like obviously somebody got into the ring camera, whatever that was on that block, the different ring cameras, and got whatever they did out of whatever server, whatever they did. You know what I'm saying? However cats are getting this ring camera footage these days. But what's wild is there was a post that came out, and nobody knows if it's real or not, but it was alleged to be between Bloodhound Jeff, Lil Jeff, I should say, and his mom, where she was congratulating him for being a slider. Now, people were scratching their heads, and a lot of people were like, is this real? Like, is it possible somebody's mom could really be out here rooting on them being a slider?
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I seen it, and I swear I scrolled past it because I'm like, there's no way that's photos these. Like, I'm like, that is wild, bro. Like, I don't. And even if it was like, bro, this is what I hate too. Like, when you texting somebody, bro, like y'all always in private, like y'all texting, not never thinking that this gonna be like the thing for. Like, I don't want to make excuses for people, parents, for if that's how they talk or congratulate their kids for. But I'm just saying, like, when we texting for, like, or just being up or talking and saying all type of shit, that's like a post of your message you talking freaky to a. Now they like, oh, this motherfucker just a freak. No, he just was talking to her like that. He don't be like that for real. He just is trying to do something, you know? Like, maybe if that was his mama, she probably was just getting on her son level, for like, she know what type of son she got for him, bro. So she probably getting on this level. But I don't know. I ain't feed too much into it because I don't know. I ain't see a. I ain't feel like that was his OG for. Like, who? How do you even get the messages if that's his mama? Like, who posted that? Or he posted it?
Yeah. Well, it's somebody else posted it. I think somebody else posted it after him, allegedly, right?
Right.
Because I think on the
yeah, if he ain't posted, I don't know how they even get that. Like, they in his phone now or something.
And it was a story post, so I'm not sure if it's real or not. So
Yeah,
that's why
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a little out there, man. Like for your mom to be openly saying, "Hey, you got these cats out here scared, you sliding," you know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know. I don't know. But man, hopefully that situation dies down or whatever's going on. But hold up? I'll ask your opinion. Well, what happened to Lil Jeff and it being so widely publicized and now going viral in all these different drill rap pages and stuff like that? How does that change the situation? Because you've been through all this. Like, you're becoming, like, you're at the status where you're like an older cat or OG almost, right? And I hate to put it on you like that, but you've been through all this before. You know what I'm saying? Like, does social media ramp up these situations?
Yeah, bro. And that's why, like, I just be staying in my lane with the push and peace aspect of everything. Like, I'm with peace. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I lost hundreds of dead homies at this point. You know what I'm saying? But I don't blame the guys who weren't put the pressure on niggas, bro, because it's never probably gonna change, bro. Like, the day that I told you when I spoke on earlier, like, you got better hope when certain guys getting picked off that's considered the third string guys, maybe the goofies of their circle or the little bro. But when you start losing faces, niggas who apply pressure, niggas who stand on the business, niggas who get the bag, niggas who put on for the block, niggas who stay down, niggas don't know nothing but go green. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you really can't blame them. Like, when you, man, like, on my son, like, bro, I done lost homies as a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, 18-year-old, when I done got kids and I'm still living with my mama, but she still take care of me, or I'm snatching iPhones for bread, or I'm robbing niggas for money, or I remember, like, how I felt in them moments, folks. Like, and I didn't even have to deal with, in them times, what the niggas who got to deal with now. Like, Imagine LA video coming out the next day. Like, what, bro? On my sister, bro, them niggas would have had to kill me coming through they block, bro. Like, what? Like, y'all think y'all finna troll this for the rest of my life? I'm a that kind of score on one of you niggas every day, all day. Every time I see the video, I'm coming through this. Like, so I could just imagine now how it is, bro, for the niggas who already want to keep that same energy. And you see shit like that when you still breathing, or when shit still fresh, the wound very open and brand new, and then the next day this shit tossed back in my face, put opinions on it, and man, I lose my mind, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. So I be understanding of both sides. Like you said, I am old. I'm almost 28. I've been out there since I was 11, 12 years old. Like, I done seen this shit do itself over 1,000 times. And me coming from both sides, like I said, I've been on both sides of the gun. For like, I've seen I'm older. I like the idea of niggas taking care of their kids and all that type of shit and living. But I've been that nigga that was chasing and trying to get down and get on top. And I know how it feel after you lose your homie, bro. Cause when you a shorty, like when you 21 and 22 and younger, bro, you still like, even as a 22-year-old, you kind of even at the end of your honeymoon phase, but like as a 20, 19, 18, 17-year-old shorty, when you lose your homie, bro, like, I don't know if you've been in the streets or not, bro, but when you a young nigga, you romanticize this street shit. And every nigga next to you, bro, like, these niggas go to school with you Monday through Friday, most of them. And then y'all go to the block together. Like, you niggas is literally together more than y'all with y'all parents and siblings, folks. Like, these are the niggas you think you would die for right now, folks. Like, at this moment, close that. These are the niggas you think you would die for at this moment, folks. Like, you a real live. Get them the shirt off your back as a 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old, folks. And most niggas ain't even meet then. They been together since 13, 14, 11. Like, me and my niggas, folks. Like, you lose them niggas, bro. That's like taking a motherfucker out your everyday life. Like, what the fuck? I'll be with him every day, bro. This is all I know. It's me and folks every day. Y'all take him from me, folks. Like, what the fuck? That shit sent a nigga into a, you don't know what to do, folks. On BD, like, I remember the night where I cried, bro, so hard. That's why I don't cry no more. Like, I really cried shark tears about phone number, like, when that shit used to be happening. Because that shit used to feel like, I don't know how I'm to live, for I used to talk to God, like, be mad at God for, like, you gonna do this to me for we young. I'm a baby out here. Like, you feel me? I'm losing niggas left to right, for they killed 4 of my homies, and, like, we went from no dead homies to 4 in like 2 months.
Yeah, that was highlighted in the doc.
From the end of July, bro, of 2011 to the beginning, to the middle of 2013. I mean, no, 6 months. From the beginning of July, from the end of July to the middle of September, we lost 3 homies. So that was like a month and a half. Then the following February, they killed the 4th one of our homies. So we went from none to 4, like, in the middle of my freshman year. I'm going through all this shit. When I was in 8th grade, all my niggas alive. The middle of my freshman year, folk, like, motherfuckers out here to bury 40 guys, so like, I swear to God, bro, I remember a sunny day in them 6 months. Like, I swear to God, I used to feel like Gotham City in my hood. Like, every time I came back, dark cloud over my hood. For I swear to God, I don't remember a shiny, sunny day from that time. For I'm talking about, and it was that was the winter time was approaching anyway, so it was like cold as hell. Bro, it just felt lifeless in my hood. Like it was hurting, folks. Like, I'm a freshman. I'm 8th grade. I'm telling niggas I'm finna go off into the birds and go to high school. For I'm out there playing sports. I get on the football team. I'm trying to like reinvent myself, folks. My first month in school. I mean, right before I go to school, right before I'm finna go to school, folks, they kill Baldy. Then I get to school, they kill D-Thing and Lusty. They back to back. This is it's like a week and a half apart. I'm like, y'all be fucking kidding me. Like, that shit make you want to nigga mama, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, so I don't know how this shit really turned the page, bro, because it's some niggas, bro, that's gonna die about the niggas that's dying right now. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't trying to do nothing but that. That's all they could think about right now is that, bro. Like, you can't, some of this shit that's out there, it gets sad. Like, for me to see, cause I know what that's gonna do. You lose, sir. I've lost a nigga for who the whole city still love. I've lost multiple days. I got multiple dead homies for who considered top tier legends in this shit, folks. Like, it hurt. Like, it hurt.
No, I hear what you're saying. And that's why I asked that question too, because I know when it comes to all these things that are going on, you can relate probably more than anybody. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And it was well documented in that documentary about a lot of the loss, the back and forth, the different levels and stages of things. For the most part, what do you think that was an accurate depiction of you guys at 600? Because I mean, the title was kind of wild. You know what I mean? The title was basically 600, the killers that something like ran wild on the city or something that terrorized the city or something like that. So it's like, that was pretty wild, man. So what was your overall thoughts?
First of all, shout out to Trap Lil Ross, man. Shout out to Trap Lil Ross. Like, I feel like if you do any document or anything, bro, for 6 hours, bro, like, I'm never gonna discredit nobody who put that much work into nothing, bro. Like, it don't even matter like how accurate I think it is. Like, I really feel like he went out his way to try to be as accurate as he could, though. Like, I can say that. Like, I feel like even if he came up with something that wasn't accurate, I feel like the due diligence he tried to do to come to that conclusion was well done. If that makes sense. It's like, even if you came up with the wrong number, the way you went about it, I feel like was the right approach. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he tried to be accurate. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's from the UK, bro. Like, he could only be as accurate as somebody who was in another country trying to piece this shit together can be. You know what I'm saying?
Some of the slang gets lost on him a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look.
I noticed that immediately.
Hey, look.
I was like, okay, that's not what that means. But
you know what? I like the documentary though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he crystallized some shit at the end of it that just made a lot of sense. You know, I feel like he just showed what he did show was like how much potential we had, or like how much clout that we got and how many legends exist from our way. Like, I feel like that shit had niggas from my hood calling each other. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, damn, bro, like, we great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we great. Like, people going out their way to make docs about us. Like, we gotta step into that. Like, we gotta understand who we are, bro. People love us and value us more than we value ourselves. For it make niggas look in the mirror for when you see them type of doc. Like, damn, bro, people go out their way to really, see who we are, or like, like pick up like what we was doing down, folks. Cause a lot of shit that he mentioned was like about a lot of credit. Like, we did a lot. We accomplished a lot. We meant a lot to the drill culture in our own right,
And I'm glad the fact that he was able to, what he did really well was go into detail about some of the more significant losses and things, and how that affected y'all, and how there was a change to where drill rap blew up to this huge mainstream level, and you guys were able to, eventually receive some rewards from that. You guys repped a lot of rewards, and now, like, 600 is well known throughout rap. Like, it's like YouTube culture, hip hop culture. It's like ingrained in there. So I mean, that well done, man, on that dude, man. Like, he killed it.
Yeah,
like, he killed it.
Yeah.
So from your aspect, like, I gotta ask you this, because this is just a real. Is that weird, dog? Like, to see somebody doing a documentary and it's like just talking about you specifically, dog?
Bro, you know what? Look. Like, we 10 plus years in now, none of this shit is weird anymore. Like, like, it was at one point where a lot of shit used to be weird. Like, who the fuck would, like, this is why it'd be so funny to me, bro, where I say, like, I'm very humble folk, but I just like when I'm brushing shoulders and I'm running to people, like I see how much they value me. Like, bro, I swear to God, I'm in my city. Like, I've been here my whole life. I'm still every day when I go somewhere, gas station, I gotta shake a hand. Oh man, bro, let me tell you, like, they still love to see me, bro. Like it's like 10 years later, I'm still like, oh man, bro, you look like I'm like, and nowadays, bro, it's like it's just love to us now. Like, you feel me? A lot of shit used to be weird because we used to devalue who we were to this shit. Like, we didn't know niggas loved us or followed us as much as, or we didn't know we had the effect on a lot of things that we do. You know what I'm saying? But now at this age, we all been lit for 5+ years or even 10 in my case. So we all, you know, used to it come with it come with the territory space now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I get.
But back then, that shit used to be so weird, bro. Like, it used to be so weird because it'd be like, whoa, bro. Like, it make you feel like you just under a microscope or something. Like, what the fuck is they ass for with us for? Like, you hear me? It was crazy shit, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. At one point, it was scary almost. Like, it was scary almost because we used to feel like.
Now, what I love though, is the music is a heavy basis for a lot of it because it's like people first knew your name from songs you were featured with L.A. Capone and Cass in your crew, and like that carries on throughout you guys' career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like hip hop actually truly, because that's what I get from that documentary and a lot of y'all stories on all sides of this. It's like hip hop made an avenue for y'all to actually be successful, even though you were street dudes. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, bro.
So Tay Capone, man, I wanted to ask you, man. There's been a lot about a guy who's originally from your crew 600, right? Mimo 600.
Yeah.
And he recently did an interview where he talked about all the rumors and the speculation about him being robbed and shot. Now, did you catch any of the interview or anything that was going on with Mimo 600 in that aspect?
Yeah, I seen the interview.
Now, what do you think? I mean, he was pretty transparent saying that he did get shot and that somebody had got him for his watch, man.
Yeah,
now, first off, I guess, are y'all cool? Do y'all have any communications? Like, what is the situation with you and Mimo 600?
Yeah, he everything, bro. Like, I don't scandalize on no nigga from my block. I ain't gonna lie. I don't scandalize on none of that. I don't even talk down on niggas in that type of aspect no more. We do that type of shit at all. But I seen the interview. You feel me? I've seen it, and I seen him, you know, what he was coming clean about in the interview for sure. But with everything though, you know, like, I don't gotta talk to Mimo. I don't gotta say shit to him. You feel me? We don't gotta speak, but it's all
Now, it seemed like and this is my interpretation, and I've talked to Mimo before. We've done 2 interviews. He seemed like he was being very transparent about the situation, and sort of like you. You know, Aunt Glizzy said this about you, and I was going to ask you on a different Aunt Glizzy topic about this, but I might as well throw it in now. Aunt Glizzy was talking to DJ Academics, and he brought up you specifically and said that your approach and the way that you talk about things is relatively mature. And this time, usually with Mimo, he'll go off on a tangent. He'll you know, troll somebody, but he seemed to have that same approach. You know what I mean?
right.
Do you see that change? Do you see that change in other 600 members? And do you see that change in Mimo?
First of all, so to speak on the Act Blizzy part, I seen him. So with Chicago Way, I reposted that. He said, I don't know if he thinking about me or it's Tay Savage, because he said he was thinking about me. He said my name, but then in the comments, he was like, damn, well, it wasn't Tay Savage. But he said, I don't know. I think I was talking about Tay Savage because Savage be on a lot of, Tay Savage me and him be on the same page on a lot of shit also. And his approach about a lot of shit too. But if he was talking about me, that was love for them. But as far as with the Mimo shit, like, yeah, niggas just, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I just told a nigga, like, bro, niggas, you know, niggas do they children or, you know, just be growing up, bro. Like, that's why I be feeling like people, and a fan told me this, bro. And I wish I could remember this fan name and give him some credit on his shit. But it was so crazy. He said, he was like, talking to me in a DM on Instagram. He like, bro, he like, a lot of fans don't allow y'all drill, like, niggas to graduate. And I'm like, damn, that shit was crazy. He just hold y'all to the same standards y'all whole life. Like once y'all stop, like y'all could be known as shooters as a 16, 17-year-old. And it's like once niggas like get older, they like, oh, you want no, you don't even know shit no more. Stop acting like you want shit. Like this shit you did is just leave or something. Or they trying to like bait you into like feeling like you supposed to be 28 and 30 still hopping out cars every night, risking your life to stay that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't even allow us to rest on our morals. It's like we put our pipes down or we don't stop clapping at niggas. If we know shooters, we bitches once we get older. Oh, we ducking our shit now. We take care of our kids. Like, nah, nigga, we don't have to do that, for it's niggas in every age range that got purposes in this shit. You know what I'm saying? You start off as a foot soldier, you bow them cars and that's your position. And then once you old enough to live past a certain position and you bury 100 niggas, then you get to chill on, bro. You get to relax and be like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna play defense. And don't get me wrong, I don't think because niggas in their old age that niggas don't be spanking shit because it gets spanked, belt the ass. But it's just a lot less. It'll be a little less. You know what I'm saying? You got reasons to live. You don't got reasons to not throw your rocks at the penitentiary, gang. Like, so, in the aspect of me, I just feel like niggas just probably grow up. Niggas see shit different, bro. Like, what the be the point of trolling all the time or saying over goofy shit all the time? You know what I'm saying? Man, you gotta probably just grow up, you know what I'm saying, and mature on certain shit. Nigga, me more older than me, 30-something. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of shit be just goofy, bro. You do certain shit, you 20-something, you get in your 30s doing certain shit, it be goofier, folks. So a lot of niggas probably just grow up. That's the only thing. I can't really say, like, it was no situation where it made him, bro. I just feel like I'm accredited because I did it, but I feel like I be feeling like me from even like 5 years ago was so different. Like, I used to just do a lot of folk different on Steve, and maybe that got something to correlate with me when I had my son, but it just don't be a reason to do a lot of goofy shit no more before you get a lot of other shit on your plate. A lot of shit become goofy to you. Like, I be around my homies feeling old as shit. I got little niggas, folk, they be popping perks, X. Bro, I swear to God, I be ready to slap these little niggas' faces off. Like, I be so mad at them, bro, because I be like, but I used to do this, like, I used to be that same little boy, high as hell, off Zans, can't even stand up straight. Like, and now I'm looking as an older nigga, like, bro, get your stuff together. I'm slapping folks and I'm walking everything. Like, and I have to look at it like, man, well, I must just mature. That shit goofy to me now. But with 10 years ago, you could have catch me on this same type of shit. You feel me? Like, so it's like, I think it just be maturity, folks. And it be a nigga mindset. You grow out of a lot of shit be cool in your mind. And then in the future, it ain't gonna be cool. A lot of shit I did, bro, I be looking back at it like, oh, that is so cringy, folks. Like, I wouldn't get caught dead doing no shit like that right now, this thing. You feel me? And that's what it be like.
Yep, and they call it evolving. That's what you're supposed to do, especially as a man. You're supposed to grow up, man. Like, you're supposed to get to another. And you made a good point. That fan made a very good point. He said that they don't allow drill rappers to grow up. And the same with gangster rappers, like on the West Coast. Like, it's like they always got to be gangster. They always got to be, always got to wave their flag and things like that. But recently, we've gotten to a new era where you're starting to see rappers like your Lil Durks, the rappers like, even let's say on the West Coast, your Snoop Dogg's, they're becoming older men now. Like Snoop Dogg is a older dude. Like, he be considered a triple OG or whatever, right? So the way that he talks to a young cat now, and the way that he dictates himself now is different. And I can see the same happening for a lot of drill rappers. And the fact that some success came with this, also, I think that changes the aspect of things too, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you want me to
now?
Oh, okay.
Nah. Did you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Because I just I feel like that's the at least, like I always tell them, like, at least we was able to turn something out of our pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, like this shit, it could have been just us losing niggas and dying in vain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's some niggas out here that die and ain't getting docs made about it, or don't got records that's considered classics, or don't got, like, people invested into their history, folks. Like, and we was able to, guys that's here was able to turn it into money and feed our families off it. And the ones who ain't here, they history legendary, like, and they considered top tier guys. So it's like, even in the death, they was able to create, LA mama benefit off her, off being his mom. Like, that just, the thing of it, bro. It gotta happen like that. That's LA Kaboom, mom. Yeah. Watch how you handle her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Even in your death, that's one thing, that's something that we really can ask for. Like, that's like, at least if I'm not here to be there for them physically, my name gonna keep them ahead of the curve. People gonna watch how they deal with them. They gonna respect my family because of me. I opened that door for that. You feel me? A lot of niggas can't do that, bro. A lot of niggas can't say they done that. For the ones that's here for, we reap benefits for. Even in jail, like, we were able to, like, even amongst other criminals and guys, like, we coming at niggas treating us like royalty, for off street shit, like off regular shit, we would have considered regular and all. Like, that's one of those things where it's like you take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? You understand
and a lot of people. And a lot of people give you guys your credit for that. And I was going to go to my next point, because there was a recent post that Squid Ape had put out there, and it was a repost from a story that you had posted, and you had reposted or commented where somebody had said, D-Rose Ben said Tay is the only one who checks on him from 600. Don't nobody else reach out. Now, in your response to that post, you said this. You said, I'm not the only one, but I'm one of the only ones for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out Blast and M-Thang and a couple others. They handled all business. Free number one. So basically, somebody was giving you your props for actually checking in on the guys, I should say, or checking in on your partners or whatever, right? How did that? Now, your response, you put it out there that you weren't the only one. What exactly prompted this post?
Because I just don't like certain narratives being out there. Like, I'm obviously tapped in with bro, like, and I'm always gonna be checking in on. We come from the sandbox. Like, D-Rose is the homie I've known before I've known all my homies. Right? You feel me? Like, it's always been since before the 6, since before we even thought about gang banging. We just used to play games in his house, play 2K 5 and 4, 6 and 3, and we usually like. We was innocent, you know what I'm saying? And when you went to private school and shit like that, like, since that guy. So I'm always gonna be checking in and tapped in and trying to be, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not always gonna be there. So it gotta be other people to be there. You know what I'm saying? Not like I'm not gonna always be in his, at reach. I'm just not always gonna be able to answer the phone, not just me. You know what I'm saying? Or do other things. It ain't gonna always just be me. And that's why I have to make sure that I didn't even let that narrative stay out there. Like, I addressed that I'm not the only one. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's what Rose meant. You speak in certain ways. I'm pretty sure he meant like one of the only ones, because it's obviously other people doing shit and that's been doing shit in his corner, but it's just not all the ones that everybody think. You know what I'm saying? And I just remember to elaborate that what we, because M-Thang and Blast, I feel like if we gonna speak on niggas who deserve credit, they names gotta be mentioned, because they not only look out for Rose, they looking out for all the guys, like, still, like, everyone they call their phone, they know, like, these phone numbers speed dial too, all day and night. Like, I'm seeing it for, like, Blast and them things be on phone with three-way and everybody in. They got all the guys talking at the same time. Like, phone numbers, a lot of niggas call the folks in them phones, and they sending money and hitting a lot of guys' hands too, folks. So I just wanted to make sure that they names was, put out there, because they holding it down.
Something I do notice as well is you guys hold each other in high esteem. Like, people throughout your crews. Like, it's like when you speak about like one of your homeboys or whatever, like, it's like you guys hold each other in like a high regard, man. And maybe that's a part of why you guys are able to stick together so tough, and even through all the tough times in the documentary, because there was a time when you were having it out with your crew or whatever, right? But then things finally got back together and got whatever it is right now. But it seems like, man, you like most people viewing it and seeing it are probably amazed by the fact that you guys are able to stick with each other, stick together throughout all this. But even recently, you said there's times in your life where you start to gravitate apart. Like you start to get older and things go in a different direction. How do you feel even with those feelings, how do you feel like you guys maintain like being 600 or being whatever now as guys who are getting older and now transitioning more into the music side of things and things like that?
I just feel like, you know, sometimes, bro, you be having to have things hit, like, you be having misunderstandings and niggas ain't on the same level, and then, like, everybody start clicking for everybody. For like, I don't know, like, I was speaking on it, like, when you grow apart, some guys grow apart and they come back together for, and some guys don't, for, like, I feel like, well, like, don't get me wrong, because it's not perfect, even where I'm from. Like, you know, for them, they still, like, it's certain personal issues that even my niggas be having. But it's just like niggas come together for, and you just understand, for it's only us. Like, it's only us, bro. Like we all know, like, this 600 shit important to everything in this drill culture. For, like, the more we sit around and hold ourselves back, we only do detriment to the legacy of our block. So it's all about, you know, not holding ourselves back, for, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I ain't gonna lie, like, it's some of my niggas, for, like, they just smart niggas too. Like, them thing and Black D, we all be having our kids, we overfathered out. Like, we be doing important shit, bro. Like, the guys that smart, like, you start, that's what make you stick together, for, when all you and your people get to realize it, for, like, we gotta do this way. Like, we gotta do this way. Like, this how shit gotta go. Like, certain niggas that be stuck in old shit, for, like, I ain't gonna lie, I can say that right now. There's so many niggas from my block that's just, like, overlocked in on the same type of shit right now. You feel me? Because you gotta be. I ain't gonna lie, I just feel like niggas in that era over here where we from, for, it's like, why beef? Why tweet? You know what I'm saying? Why do any of that, for? It's hard right now, for. You see all the we was talking about it, like, they died. You know what I'm saying? They died with it, for, like, you'll wake up, your homie will be dead. Like, niggas dying that I never expect was gonna die. T Slick getting killed. That shit was weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of shit going on that'll make you hug your nigga. Like, say, man, you might have been beefing with your person. Let's just make it personal, right? You beefing with somebody, bro, that you love or you had love for, and you lose a that's not them, but it's somebody that make you be like, damn, bro, life's short. You know what I'm saying? Or,
Yeah.
you know,
Been
like,
there,
you know,
man.
like, you know, even if you don't want to call, you might shoot a text. Like, look, I know we ain't been talking, but I love you, bro. Like, life's short. Woo. Like, you know, these times, sometimes it make you hug your homies or think about certain things or just reflect on life. Like, man, look, it's really checking out there, bro. Like, this shit gotta go a different way. You know what I'm saying, bro? You gotta love the nigga next to you, bro. Like, appreciate him while he here, bro, because he could be gone, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I seen getting killed, and I hate it. Like, to even say I think these niggas don't get killed, because in my city, it's like anybody is a green, and it can happen to anybody. But, like, when certain niggas die, it just be like, damn, right? You just ain't never see that coming. Like, the shit was on or something. You know what I'm saying? And it just make you be like, damn, bro. Like, I don't even really know how to react to no shit like this. It make you want to call all your niggas like, bro, that 200 you owe me. We ain't about nothing, bro. I love you. We gonna keep that shit on you. You can have that, bro. Like, I don't want to be not talking to my nigga, bro, over no little ass paper for if you was up, bro. I love you. We gonna cop that shit even. And we gonna, you know, let's some hoes tonight. You know, like, it make you do shit like that, bro. On BD. So it just, I think that's it's some of that working at it right now.
Yeah, it sounds like you start to focus on what's important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, throughout these relationships and things like that, and you talked about it, several different people that we could probably circle back on in a little bit, but I wanted to talk about, since we're on this subject, I wanted to talk about a post that was put out there by CDAI, who's currently locked up, right? But recently there was a post out there, Tay Capone, that I wanted to ask you about. CDAI, he had went to social media and he was talking about, you know, he basically reached out to Booka600, which is one of your homeboys and whatnot, who's currently, you know, he's with Lil Durk now. He's established in the rap game. He's featuring on all the Lil Durk's albums. Like, I'm pretty sure things are going real good for Booka right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's always expressed his love. I think even still to this day, he has Vonoff600 as his profile picture and whatnot. So it doesn't seem like there were any broken communications or problems. But CDAI put out a post and he said this. He said, I've been calling and texting, trying to get in touch with you for years now. Since I can't get in touch with you on the phone, I had to reach out to Instagram. Sad, I've been trying to reach out for our brother, drose. He need a lawyer. It's a deadline on this. Seem like the internet, the only time MFs get a response out of you cats. And it said, free to real, hashtag free to real. Now, there's a lot of speculation about drose's situation. A lot of people say he's actually innocent for the charges that he was found guilty of. And it looks like there was some sort of deadline to get him a lawyer there, and they reached out to Booka600. What do you think about this situation, man?
So now, before I even speak on the situation, let me just give you a little heads up. So after CDAI made that, whoever operating this page made that post, I think yesterday they made a following post, like kind of walking that back and saying, like, you know, I don't know if you've seen the post or not, but I can read it for you if you want me to.
Are you talking about the one where he puts the picture of them together with Booka and CDAI, and he's like, you know, it's all love, brother.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get under your skin.
Yes. And it's like, you know, that's why I'll never have opinions about it. Cause it's like, it's like it's probably them just getting out their frustrations. It's going to be over. Like that was a 24-hour later post. So it's like, so I don't be having opinions on it. Cause you know, I guess
and you're on point. So man, in fairness, let me read that post. Since we go, I read the other one. Let me read this one.
Yeah.
So CDAI, only like 24 hours later, less than 24 hours later, had put this post out that was after that. And he said, you know, it's all love, brother. I was just trying to get under your skin, in my feelings, you know, how this go. Cats ain't heard from you and seemed like the only way to reach out to you was through the internet. So, you know, it said Nad Von was only two that came through for me when it was time at Big Booka. So basically retracted and circling back on those statements that were previously made. So Right. So you saying that's why you don't jump in and out there with an opinion out the gate, right?
Yeah, I already know. Like, you sometimes just be, I guess, niggas let their frustrations out. They'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those. I just scroll past that shit, bro. But the second part of your question was about the role situation. What I think about the situation. I just, you know, like when it comes to D-Rose, bro, like I just be feeling like as far as his situation, I just don't understand why it gotta be this hard for him. Like, and this is one of the reasons why I tell niggas as the youth and I go preach to niggas, bro. Like, I got a dead homie who probably the biggest face card savage in the whole drill culture is D-Rose. Like, D-Rose name, you done that when you talking about D-Rose, you gotta say Derrick Rose and you talking about the basketball player in Chicago, because D-Rose is from my block. When you say that name, that's D-Rose from 600. Like, his name so established for, like, to the point where, like, he's the first name everybody remember. That's the name Chief Keef was yelling. He's like a drill. Like, if it was a knife, he's like a S tier drill nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, we gotta go there on some that type of level.
Icon.
You know, we gotta go it on that type of level.
Drill icon.
Yeah.
Like in the drill community, he is definitely an icon. I mean,
top like the top on bro. Like, you feel me?
He's like the profile picture for the whole drill pages and stuff. It's
like,
crazy, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he that guy. So, and this is like the things that the niggas that's like in play, they know this, bro. They was saying his name. They was hyping him up. They knew what he was doing. Like, so you would think that when the nigga, like, this is why I want to tell the young niggas, like, if D-Rose gotta go through this with people, you niggas don't have no chance. Like, y'all don't have a chance, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, y'all don't have a chance of y'all homies coming through that if they in power and they in positions to do that. Yeah, if D-Rose homies That's a power ain't gonna do it. And who he are, who he is, you niggas ain't got a chance, folks. D-Rose is S tier in every hood we ever been affiliated with, folks. We can get a tour with a block right now, folks, that we was clicked up with, folks, and they'll be on that with everybody but D-Rose, folks, because they love him that much. Well, it'll be a couple more niggas, but D-Rose off everybody's checklist, folks. Other hoods love him to death, like to death do us part. Like that little boy is worshipped in a lot of places, folks. So if he can't make niggas get on his level, folks, you niggas don't have a chance, folks. So just be careful, be cool. If you got your own paper, your own motion, and you working your own number, and you can pay for your own fees and get yourself out of jail and all that, cool. But if you're gonna be booked and you might be in a situation where you're gonna be niggas, bro, for D-Rolls, gotta go through this and it's been like this. This ain't no new shit. You know what I'm saying? So you niggas don't have a chance, bro. And that's the thing I want to let people know, because it's niggas like him, bro, shouldn't have to be worried about shit like that. Like where he's coming from. He knows five niggas personally that got millions. Like, you feel me? Like these niggas do the beat, putting them in their back seats and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that ain't no shade to them, because I don't like to say what niggas should do, but I know what it'd be in my heart if I had to meet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just go off that. I just think that's unfortunate, folks, because D-Rose should be at that bitch straight, lawyers paid, books up,
commissary through the roof, everything
right,
should be right.
Right. Because another thing you touched on, bro, is like, we know he innocent. Like, and I hate to elaborate on that, because, you know, I don't want to be like, oh, we knew folks did it or something, you know, like, but when you know a nigga sitting with 40 for some shit, you know, like, like, we just know, like, it wasn't that, bro. Like, it wasn't. He innocent, bro. And all the guys we know this shit. Like, this some shit we know, for. Like, this ain't even no, oh, these just his niggas trying to get him out some shit. Like, no, folks. Like, shorty really innocent. And he going through this.
That would be the first. That'd be the first thing people would say. They would be like, "Oh, they just trying to get him out or whatever." And his name was ringing bells. So is it possible they just was like, "Man, this is the best way to get him off the street"?
Maybe, because I seen some shit like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I seen the police with him like that, and they been trying to chase him because they feel like, you know, D-Rose had to beat an attempt murder like 4 months before that. Before he got arrested for the body, he beat an attempt. You know what I'm saying? So they been ready to get him. They was mad he got off with the attempt. So when they got him for, you know, his name came up or anything, bro, I knew they was gonna wrap him up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give a f. They was gonna wrap him up. But my thing is, like, he got wrapped up for, and he got 40 for this shit. We all know he innocent, for. Like, we need to be coming together, folk, and trying to, like, really, like, cause folk, even like, it's like a double whammy, folk. Like, I already got 40 years, bro. Then I'm in here every day I'm serving. I know I'm serving it for some shit that I really in my heart for no, like, not me. Like, that shit made, like, bro, you know, I went to jail for a pipe. Like, you sit in the joint, it's like, okay, I'm in prison, but y'all call me, I did that. Okay, I'm gonna do my other time. But if I'm sitting here for a pipe that I can got 3 years for a pipe that I know ain't mad, them days a little harder. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, damn, I'm sitting here for another nigga, for like it's a little harder. It's just naturally harder, bro.
That's some hard time.
Yeah, it's when you ain't do it. Yeah, so when you know you innocent, bro, with a 40 piece, like, you ain't innocent with a trade ball or something. Like, you injured with 10. Like, folks been gone 10 years, folks. That's 25% of his bid, folks. Like, this ain't even considered the hard part. If we be 100, if we just say folks never get out and walk free again, folks. He ain't got half of his shit big, folks. Like, if the shit ain't working right now, folks, if you do triple this time on being niggas, it's gonna be even more than not caring on BD. Like, it's just a thing, folks. So that's why I hate that for Rose. You sitting up with all that time and you know you innocent, and it's just hard, folks. And niggas ain't open the bid. Like, if he was sitting up innocent with the 40, but book sped, lawyer working, you know, you just sitting there and you play the waiting game, folks, on BD, and you work your number. But when shit ain't happening at all angles, folks, like, That's hard, bro. That's hard, bro. That's what make me be uneasy about that shit. Like, it ain't nothing going right all the way on no level, for like, it's just, I mean, it's 40 years. Niggas ain't sending as much bread. The right niggas ain't sending money, or lawyers ain't being paid by the certain niggas that need to be paying it, or niggas ain't answering their phone. They need to be like, this shit like that. They'd be like, all right.
We're going to go into a new topic. Tay Capone, man. I want to ask you a couple of things, man. I only have a few questions for you left here today, man. This first time, out the gate. So, I'd like to keep it relatively short and not give it all to him. So that way I save him something for us to give him later, right?
Yep.
I want to ask you about a new trended rapper from Chicago. He's making a lot of noise, man. And he's a really young cat. His name is Vonoff1700, man. Now, he's been getting a lot of publicity, but he's been getting a lot of criticism because some people on the outside can't believe into the hype, and then some people are intrigued by his look. Because if you look at him, he wears the glasses with the shiesty mask, which is a complete contradiction in most drill rappers. You hardly ever see a drill rapper with big frames, like big frame glasses and a shiesty mask on. He looks like a good kid pretending to be a street dude, but a lot of rumors say he's really about that life. What do you think about Vonoff1700, man?
Hey, I feel like niggas like him need to be out here though, like his look type of nigga. Cause one of the biggest myths, and I used to go through this shit, shorty. One of the biggest myths in the world is that savage is a certain look. Like niggas used to get caught trying to like think getting dreads was savage shit, or like a certain look or mug or a way they dress or how dirty and ugly they look. Niggas think they savage because they parents ain't there or they was adopted, and they be thinking they all type of other shit make them a savage. You feel me? Like, well, really, bro, like, you just be you and you dig a nigga grave. Like, that's how I was, bro. Like, I didn't look like the dirtiest little boy. My mom kept me up, bro. Like, she worked a lot of long nights. Like, we wasn't rich, or like, we wasn't fucked up. We had the nicest cribs you could find in the hood. We had the best shit on that hood people could buy on, bro. Like, she looked out for us. I wasn't no dirty ass kid. I knew how to love people because I came from love. I didn't have a broken home. I didn't have nothing. I didn't have none of those things working for me that niggas thought made them more savage than me. But I'm BD. If you play, you gonna lay. It's just a period. Like, I don't give a f. You can see me laugh, crack jokes. You can see him crack a joke on me. Think I'm a pussy. Think I'm a goofy. Think anything. I swear to God, your brain gonna be on curve. And that just
now you made a very good point with this, because looks aren't always what you think they are. And I hate sometimes that people think the more downtrodden, broken stuff that you look means the more savage you are, because a lot of the dudes who like, they might start off looking kind of bummy because maybe they don't come from money or nothing. But as soon as they get a little bit of change, they change that up. They end up start dressing nice. Most of the cats I've known throughout my life who were from Chicago were some of the best dressers. Their shoes were never dirty or anything like that. So I don't know where that perception comes from. But when you look at Vonoff1700, a lot of people could mistake that because, did you see him without the shiesty mask on? Did you see that picture going viral?
Yeah, I seen it for sure.
So your statement about him is to basically tread lightly because you never know, because you've been through that before. And even Mimo600 had talked about that as well, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro, because looks could be deceived. I got homies who died like that, bro. Like, you mistake niggas, or you think because you were your element, or you a certain way, or you look a certain way, or a nigga look a certain way, bro. Nigga be on that, bro. On speed, like I learned, bro, as I've gotten older, like to never like underestimate your opponent, folk. Like on speed, like scary niggas catch bodies all the time, folk. Like I ain't gonna lie, like you don't, cause a nigga might be so scared that he just blow first. Like why would if I know you and I know you on it, or you think I look like a goofy? Cause that's one thing about a look that you give could make niggas think that they'll make you more approachable versus another nigga. Like a nigga could look at Vonoff1700 like if he wasn't a rapper, if he was a regular nigga on the street. You seen him in a dirty, more black, savagery looking nigga, you like, oh, I could try Von. You know what I'm saying? Whole time he the shooter for real, probably. You feel like you don't even know because you so caught up on looks, ready to say yourself to the brave on, bro. You think you gonna pick the lesser of two evils the whole time. This shit ain't coming no look, boys, and nigga spike you. This shit empty. It ain't on you, it's aim, fuck.
Yeah.
And when you see niggas like Shorty out there, that's what you see. Like, cause a lot of niggas need to see that. They need to see this shit ain't about a look. It ain't about a way you look or a way you nothing. Don't be the that's eating, folks. So don't get caught up in trying to look a certain way or think it's a certain what I should say, a certain oh yeah, this the Lil Savage kit or something. Like, no, nigga, don't be all that mugging and looking gangster shit gonna do is get you shot in the face by a nigga who really on it. You hear him? Like, that shit ain't going.
I hear you.
You know, like, that's how
Make
I
a very
feel.
good point. Nah, that's a very good point. Very good point. Now, also, man, I want to talk about somebody also that was closely related to you, whatever. Is a guy by the name of RondoNumbaNine, right?
Yeah.
Now, Rondo was seen, and this has been some time. It's been about a month or so. There was a video circulating around with RondoNumbaNine, and I guess it was from back in 2015.
Yeah.
He was sitting at the same table or something with the guy by the name of Lil Mick.
Right.
Now, that situation seemed to cause a lot of, I don't know, controversy in the drill rap pages on the blogs and stuff, because they were like, how could he be sitting there because of what Lil Mick is been accused of? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You had said in a previous interview that, yo, if that was you, it would have been a little different. Now, given time and how much time has gone by, what do you think about that situation? Because we're going to talk a little bit more about Rondo, but I want to see what's your opinion about that situation today?
It just, you know, like I said in that other interview, you know, I had seen a different video too, like that was happening. That wasn't the video that was going viral, but it looked like he was like either finna get put off the deck, like they was finna get him and move. And I mean, you could see his bag still there and everything. So I don't know if he stayed over there after that, folk. I don't think he did. I think they moved him. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even gonna say he was kicking. He probably was right there. They put him on the deck. And then, because it's another video, like you see after all the niggas move off the table, the COs come to the table, and his bag, like you could tell that you got in the counter, you got to travel with your bag. That's what all your commissary or shit that your belongings was in that bag. His bag's still there. That your bag's supposed to be in your cell if that's your deck. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have your bag out in the day room or better none, you know? So he was obviously getting transported. He's most likely finna get moved again. So, you know, just in hindsight, I seen that. But as far as like to clarify what I was saying about me, it's just like, you know, I ain't saying it just would have been different because I'm just a different nigga. I'm just saying like, bro, like that's my best friend. I take on a different level of pressure when it come to LA, bro. Like I don't think a nigga like me can get caught within 5 feet of Lil Mick without nothing happening, folks. Like that's not my position, folks. Like, and I know a lot of people, they, you know, when I spoke on this, they was trying to like equate this with me speaking on this to like my situation with Melly. And when I tell people all the time with the situation with me and Yarmil, you know, from 051 was like, that one of those situations where I was like able to control it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was already thrusted into that, you know, like he was already.
Now I might have missed something, and I hate to cut you off. What was your relationship with 051 Millie?
Melly used to, you know, mess with my sister, you feel what I'm saying? And he started messing with her when I was in prison. So a lot of people, we end up having to, you know, when I came home, he knew where I stayed and all type of shit, bro. So it's like, we ended up like having to brush across each other, and then we ended up getting closer because he was actually a real nigga. He wasn't on no backdoor shit, and he saved my life before. I was finna get killed in a barbershop, and he literally stopped them niggas from killing me. His hood was on the way to kill me.
Really? I don't know how I missed that, man. So you and 051 Millie had a cordial relationship, but it elevated to the point where he saved your life at a barbershop.
Yeah, boy.
So it would be wrong of you to, even though you guys are from opposing hoods, for you to even try to, you know, come at him in that way is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, bro. Like if he kept it about us. He never tried to ask me for no loans or making no dance shit or no weird shit or nothing, bro. Like, it was a situation that happened. I was in jail. He started, messing with my sister, you know what I'm saying? And they was tight, you know what I'm saying? And my sister was 100, she came and told me like in jail, like on the phone, like, and I hung up the phone. Like, I didn't want to hear that shit, you know what I'm saying? And they was rocking heavy, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was cool shit for them, but I was irritated by it. But then, that was like, that's my sister, bro. I'm with my sister. I don't care what she doing in life. Like, I'm gonna blow my steam and I'm gonna feel my way, but that's my big sister. And I don't got nothing but the utmost respect for me. So she could do what she want for. I'm gonna be mad as a little brother for a while, but that's about as much as I can be with my twin for. So after a while, I was like, okay, that's what you do. That's your decision. I'm waiting for, but I wasn't gonna be kicking it with her. And then it was like he was showing so much love, I couldn't be fake with him no more. And then he saved my life at the barbershop. And we didn't even have a relationship at the barbershop. The barbershop made us have a relationship, bro. At that point, he was still just like, my sister. I stayed out of that shit. But when that call happened, bro, I swear to God, his uncle is from No Limit. His name's Slim. He dead now, too. They used to hang together a lot. The day after I got my haircut at the barbershop, he hit me up like, man, he on Instagram, he's like, man, call my phone. I'm just getting out of jail, bro. I'm still like kind of like fresh out of jail, like a couple months. And he ended up having me. He like, man, call my phone. Send me his number. So I'm talking to Slim. He like, man, he was in the barbershop yesterday. I'm like, yeah, why you say that? He like, man, look, he was in the first job. I'm like, yeah. He like, look, man, they was coming. You was over there. Oh, what's the name? Gave me the place I was there. He like, look, 051 on their way up there. They was finna come do that. They was finna come get you now. Cause he Slim is older. He from No Limit, but he like one of the older OGs. He was in the sporty. So he knew my pops. He knew my uncles and shit. That's all street niggas and shit from back in the day. So like he even though I didn't know Slim at the time this well, he knew a lot of people that I come from my way and from my projects and my people. So when that shit was coming down and they got the call, he can Melly like, nah, that shit dead. And they synced it through. Like bro, when you get called about certain niggas, you just can't be like, nah, don't do that. You gotta make sure them niggas don't hop in them cars to come get a nigga like me. So not only did they have to call off the hit, they had to make sure that niggas ain't try to get no bright ideas on road. You know what I'm saying? Like I respected that, bro. Like, you know how hard it is to call off hits. You know how many phone calls get made for niggas not to go do some shit, bro. Like I've seen that. Like that take a lot, bro. So to have a nigga talk to me and tell me everything I did and where I was at the day before, I knew how real it was. I said, all the niggas saved my life, and my son, I never took that for granted, bro. Like ever.
How could you? That'd be crazy, man. Like, yeah, you had proof that he saved your life, bro, so man.
I'm telling you, I never ever been caught dead the wrong like that in my life, and to have him recite my whole last 3 hours the day before, like I'm damn, bro. And this was before I had my son and everything. Like I didn't like if I would have, my son don't even exist. Like this shit would have been a whole different history. Like this is shit that I was able to do after that for that I'm thankful for. Like, so I never took that for granted. So I just after that I was like, I ain't gonna be on no weird shit for it. Like I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put that in my memory bank.
That's what's up. Nah, dang. So you relate that situation to Rondo's situation, sort of, and you can kind of see why somebody else might not take off or do what they do.
No. See, I was speaking of that situation to give the people who gonna be like, oh, Tay Capone had a situation with Melly. Like, I'm just giving them a little like nuance to the situations to show the difference. Because really, bro, really with the situation, like if that was me, like I couldn't, like that's my best friend for like, hold on. Let me get a little personal real quick, man. Like, I don't know if the camera can see this shit, but like, bro, this is my best friend for like, this is a portrait of him. Like, this is shit that we used to say, this shit say 3 months, bro. This shit is long live LA. What they say at the bottom, this shit say my brother's keeper, folks. Like this whole sleeve ain't shit but folks, but my homie LA Capone, shit me and him used to say, and a long live him post that say my brother's keeper at the bottom. I take that serious, bro, to the grave. I'm not gonna let no nigga leave from around me. Nigga, I ran into LA best friend. He ain't do shit. Not none of his killers gonna believe me saying that. I don't get no. We was on a date 5 seconds together. If I was getting moved over there, I'm taking off from you. Like, it's just what it is, bro. I ain't saying what Nine did was right or wrong. I'm saying that me being Tay Capone, his homie, his right hand man, his bestie. I'm held to a different standard, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not to say Nine ain't had no close relationship with LA because he did, but me tapping that mantle as his best friend, as his right hand, I'm held to a different standard, bro. Ain't no nigga charged for his murder getting away from me, folks. I ain't gonna lie. That's just that on that, honestly.
Nah, I get it. Nah, most people will understand your sentiments on that, man. They'll get that for real.
Mm-hmm.
Now, also on the RondoNumber9 topic, though, I wanted to ask you about this message that he put out recently. I don't know if you saw the repost of this, but RondoNumber9, he had put on his Instagram page on his story, and he said this. He said, "I'm like Von. I'm not just a rapper. You play with me, I'm gonna say bet." And then he has the speaking emoji. Now, when he says I'm like Von, immediately fans is like, oh man, he's saying he's like a stepper like Von, you know, because you know King Von's reputation out here, man.
Yeah.
Was that people believe like King Von when it comes to like drill rap, like he is the picture of what people think is drill rap or somebody who's really in the street and rapping at the same time. Mm-hmm. Be it true or be it not. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Most people say it's true. But with King Von's reputation, I want your honest opinion. Was any of that King Von is best? Is that reputation solid? How people view King Von?
I'm gonna tell you this, whatever you heard about Von, or however you feel about him, probably don't even do him justice, man. Like I tell people this all the time when they looking from our city, they be like, man, is everything I hear on the internet true? I'm like, shit, what you hear on the internet, just what you hear on the internet. If you was here, you would hear even more. Like whatever you hear on the internet is what the public can grasp and what they can promote and put out to y'all. Sit here and know Von from day one. You will know the type of nigga you dealing with, folks. This shit ain't the shit you know is just the shit you know. You feel me? Like, Sorty reputation precedes him. If you know, you know. For the minute, that's big, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He is levels to this shit. He leveled all the way up.
Nah, well said. Now, when you say that, when Rondo says I'm like Von, what do you think he meant in that post? Like, how do you interpret that?
I hate when people say that anyway, bro. Because like when you say I'm like Von, it's like you already trying to say like you try to imply the negative part of Von. Like you're not even talking about the shit that you know you should be trying to claim about Von. Like, bro, Von, I don't know what people think about Von. Like you can romanticize the bad shit he do, but that shit's still bad shit. Like you don't want to be unlike Von. Like you don't want to be like Von, bro. Von was running from a lot of shit, folks, like with them people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be like Von. You want to be the Von that got on and took care of your family, folks. You don't want to be referencing yourself to Roy, folks, in a negative way, because the shit he did negative get niggas 80 million years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be, like, inviting that type of attention, folks, even if you is like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be, I would never compare myself to Von, folks. Like, and I'm against in my own right, bro. Von know that. Like, me and folks really, like, this shit, like, to the grave. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, he know what's up with me. I ain't gonna lie, so I could get on this level, but I'd never be like, oh yeah, I'm like Von. You know what I'm saying, bro? Von and been set in rumored to kill 12. What you mean you like Von? You saying you killed multiple motherfuckers? That's what you saying. You saying you ain't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't, that's why I wouldn't even say that, bro. Like, Von is, like, rumored to have killed dozens of motherfuckers. Bro, like, why would you invite that? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I don't. I don't like that, bro. It's levels to this shit. I would never say I'm like wrong for, and I didn't got busy. I'll shoot my gun. That shit already documented for. But when you invite that type of pressure, you give a lot of people chance to make opinions too. Not talking about, hey, what you mean? Like, Vaughn, you ain't dead what he did, or you have more talking about, oh, why you trying to say, like, come on, you wanna tell everybody what you did, or you trying, like, you'll have a full just making all type of opinions. So I wouldn't even be like, I love Vaughn, for I don't want to be shit like folk though. Like, I don't want that type of heat. For Vaughn, I like that type of heat, but a lot of niggas don't like that shit. They just like what the end result was. They don't know, like, bro, the way Vaughn was out there for, like, ain't no telling what'd be happening with folks if he was alive. You know what I'm saying? It'll probably be all type of shit going on with folks, like, you know what I'm saying? Because how he was.
Yeah, it's widely speculated that, if King Von was alive here today, he'd probably be facing a lot of time federal. You know what I mean?
Right. Because of how he was. So why would you want to be like, oh, I'm like that? Like, folks probably would have been fighting a Rico Fed murder right now. Like, you feel like, you don't want to be that.
And that's crazy because they came in with these recent group of cases, and they've been Fed cases. They've been RICO Fed cases, which is like basically unbeatable cases of RICO. Then freaking Fed cases almost is unbeatable as well. It's like a double whammy on you. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Ain't nobody trying to do all that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, man. This is crazy.
Bro, I remember when I was growing up, I just used to see shit like this on like YouTube or like a mafia documentary. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now it's just like, bro, the Alphabet Boys, like the real big boys, we the guy, I remember fan shit used to be like preserved for like the biggest homies, the boys that was getting the most of money, that was millionaires on the street. It was reserved to them niggas. Now they coming down on a regular everyday street punk with a switch. Like, damn, bro, you got these little babies sitting in affairs with these millionaires, and it's turning the Fed bill, not the Fed bill. It turned it to the county, for like, I ain't no lie, cause we got all these shorties that's in this for buttons, and this for motherfuckers who real live millionaires and or fighting RICO murders and shit. And who out in that case, it's just making this shit crazy, folks. Like the Feds is all in our business right now. That's why I be walking up. That's why I be so thankful for, like, when you say I'm an OG, I swear to God, like, bro, I be so sad sometimes about, like, just like, I would be sad that I'm still here because I'm thankful for. It just be sad when you go from being the youngest nigga in your crew and you considered young by everybody in this world, and to being like, oh boy, you better chill. You know, you this age now, or that shit lame for you to do. Like, that shit hard, bro. Big. That shit.
I think it's starting to going down. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of young cats that are starting to go into the Fed system now. And there was a post that Say Cheese had put out there just a couple of days ago, and it said this: the U.S. Attorney's Office and ATF announced a new initiative to increase punishment for anyone who makes, sells, or owns a Glock switch. And there's been a 570% increase in Glock switch seizures. So all those people with those Glock switches, for those who don't know, are going to be looking at Fed. A majority of those people are probably younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not to mention how many people out there probably already had switches. You know, already had switches. So now you have a system where you got a bunch of young cats that are going to be going into the Fed system, man, and they're used to dealing with the big dogs, your mafia boss, your gang, super hierarchy, top of the ladder guys. You know, those guys. Do you think? Now, this is the question in all this for you, Tay. Do you think that drill music played a part in the increase in all these people with Glock switches?
For a fact, because that's what we're rapping about. And I ain't gonna lie, like, the music is connected directly to the street, bro. Like, these shorties, like, I remember when 5 years ago when we rapping about switches, they went out, or whatever them years ago was. But when them bitches are out here, you could tell every mute nigga rapping and drill gotta talk about a switch, bro. It's even to the point where, like, bro, I swear to God, G, they forcing everybody to have switches though. Because, like, bro, when you think about it, just being in the streets, who the f gonna be riding around with a regular gun without a button when the niggas that gonna hop out chasing you got 4 buttons? Like, it's 4 buttons. It's 3, 4 niggas bouncing out of shit with 4 buttons. Like, what the f what I ride with a regular gun for, and I'm so they could chase me. I gotta have a bullet through. I gotta have a bullet. I gotta have a. They gotta hit this go off too, so they can get the fuck back. Like I gotta slap a 50 in my shit and everything, cause I know the shorties that's gonna bounce out on me or the niggas are gonna try to kill me. They gonna bet all with switches. So like it's them that like every crew sliding with switches. So if you a nigga without a button, you just a nigga who don't stand a chance. Cause once them get you better hope one of them glitch. That's the only hope you got. Cause your girl not getting off. You ain't gonna want to put your hand in the air when them buttons going off. Them bitches gonna let off 50 rounds so quick on one slutty, you ain't gonna want to put your hand in the air and shoot. My mama, you gonna lose a one, bro. So it's like the rap game just making the streets worse with the buttons, or because they see and niggas just getting rambunctious as hell with that shit. You watch nigga video, they showing they button. Yeah, you can see 8 buttons in one video. You damn. Like, why would I not have a button? No, bro. But the police looking at it like, yeah, we gonna crack y'all ass with these buttons. But the police gonna fuck up anyway, though, because bro, there's so many buttons out here. You gonna need a couple of jails to fill up motherfuckers for all the buttons you gonna have to catch. Cause you keep telling niggas, bro, you say 5 years, that's basically what 10, 15 years for a button. You're gonna be giving them niggas that all year long, every day of the week. I ain't gonna lie, and that's what they just up. Cause the police
they gonna jam up the courts.
Yeah, the police gonna crack you for it, but the streets make you feel like I can't ride without a switch. But when I get caught, I'm going to the Dixon building downtown, and they gonna hurt me. For them, like they gonna hurt me. So it's like you really damn if you do, damn if you don't. You picking the lesser of two evils, rocking a hard place.
Nah, I agree. That's a fair assessment. And we're not encouraging anybody to go out there and do anything and get a button or do anything, illegal or do anything, especially federal illegal. Sure. We ain't doing that. But we understand, based off of what you're saying, I can understand the logic why somebody facing all that time would make that decision, even though it's a bad decision you shouldn't make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now with that, man, and I said I would only hold you for a little while, and we went a little long, but it's all good. But I gotta end this the right way, man. Now, Tay Capone, I gotta give you the floor and have you tell us about anything that you got coming up in the future, because we've taken this time, talked about a multitude of things, and it's been a lot of good information on some hot topics out here in the Chicago drill rap scene. But man, the floor is yours. I want to hear if you got any new music coming out, if you're working on a new movie, you got a Tubi movie coming, anything, man. Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, man. Thanks for that time, man. But yes, I'm working on a new EP with me and S. Davarachi. That's coming soon. Working on my own album release too that I've been tucked out for a long time, just putting my music together. I'm also branching out into the streaming. I'm doing YouTube content, story times. I just made a Twitch. I'm finna start dropping like beanies and clothing and all those type of things. But I'm focused on a lot of shit. And by the end of the summer, I'm trying to have at least 4 things that's paying me outside of my music, because I feel like this is the year of the entrepreneurs, and to have your own platforms and your own businesses is going to serve everybody well. These 9-to-5s and these regular paying jobs ain't designed for us to win. The better, more businesses and avenues you can create for yourself, the more better off you're going to be. So I'm focused on that. My music is still one of my top priorities, but I'm just focused on a lot right now. But new music coming soon. I just shot a video yesterday, actually. So that'll be dropping very, very soon. And that's some content that's exclusively on this channel. By the time this maybe come out, it might be already out. So y'all be looking for that, man. New music with me and S. New music with me and a lot of people who turn right now, me and Polo G and others, man. So y'all be tapped in, looking out for that, for sure.
That's what's up. Now, Tay Capone, I appreciate it. I can't wait to hear the music. And I love when you were doing your vlogs and stuff like that, man. You was really, really keeping the streets fed. And man, I can't wait for the next time that we link up and we out of here.
I appreciate it, bro.
Peace.
Yeah.